is this original owner 1969 GTO Judge. Hey everyone. Alright, so I'm on an adventure here, documenting a whole bunch of cool cars, and the last one on my route is this original owner 1969 GTO Judge. The owner bought new in the town that he lives in 1969, and they were so enthusiastic to get rid of it, they actually came out to his work to arrange a trade between his last new car, a 1966 GTO, and this one. And this thing was driven for about 5 years, and then it was moved around a little bit. But in 1980, the owner laid this concrete slab, drove the car in here, and it hasn't moved since. It is a legitimate time capsule from that era. Ram air engine, of course, the hood tack in, what is this? This isn't, what orange? It's not Orbit orange. It's, Carousel.
Carousel red.
Carousel red, which is actually orange. But, engine's untouched. The mice have gotten to the air cleaner, as you can see. And then you can see the Judge emblem down there. But this was a family daily driver for those years. It's an example of the snow tires that are still on it that we're using. They're not even just, they are bias ply snow tires. And it's a parchment interior. Is this a 4-speed or an automatic, sir?
4-speed, yes.
It is a 4-speed. That's why a few of them were automatics, I believe.
Yep.
Unfortunately, when someone rear-ended him at one point, and the trunk lid and the bumper were messed up, but the core panels were surprisingly unharmed. You can see here the old license plate. Go on this side, the duct spoiler was actually unharmed in the accident. Yeah, I'll post pictures in the video, because I can edit pictures into the video.
Gotcha.
And then it's not rusty, it's not crusty. I mean, it's dirty because the gentleman used this car or this shop for many years. And it's air conditioned and it's a nice garage, but it's still got really dirty. There's the Judge. Beautiful car. I mean, it doesn't need anything. Like I said, it was driven in this garage in 1980 and just untouched. So it doesn't need anything. In my personal opinion, I would get it running and driving, wash it off, and use it as is. But then again, I'm crazy. So what do I know? The famous Pontiac hood tack. I mean, look at that. How crazy is it? Is there anything else that you'd like to say, sir, or anything else that you'd like me to notate?
Just our kids came home from the hospital in it. My son and daughter came home from the hospital in the car. It was our family car for about 5 years.
Yeah, this was the family car, and I'll show pictures here in a little bit that this was family used for 5 years. He brought both his son and daughter home in the car. So it's a family heirloom. It's not just a beater or, being neglected on purpose. It's protecting history. And it's funny, he actually said he left the keys in the trunk for 40 years. That shows you how safe it is. Here's the 66 GTO that the owner traded in on the Judge. And when I mean traded in, I mean the car hadn't sold and the dealership came to him at work and worked out the deal. That's how excited they were to move it off their lot. And it was used, like I said, for a few years with the family, and then it was in the accident, which you'll see here. After it was fixed, basically he parked it in 1980, and it sat there, to best of my knowledge, to this day, which is about 40 years. I saw it in 2020, and we had discussed if the McCacken show was going to go on in 2020, bringing it to the show. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because of the pandemic, and 2021, things got busy, but I've talked with the owner and his friends, who you'll see at the end with the son, and we'll hopefully have this thing unburied and out of the show in right after this. And it was definitely a high mark to go from, because how can you go wrong with an original owner 69 GTO Judge that's been sitting since 1980. Well, I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Stay safe, of course. Share, subscribe, and like to my videos. That way I can keep on doing them. And I'll see you all soon.